What's going on, Workforce? Brian here, and today we're going over patch 5.21 notes, giving you guys my thoughts as well as the details here. As with all of this, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below, but let's go ahead and dive in and let's have some fun. So obviously, as far as playable content goes, we've got some new quests. The Ishgard restoration story continues. This is going to be a home for the Firmament, and again, any class or job level 60. The best thing about rebuilding of Ishgard, this is a great way to level up your crafts. So you should be able to kick this off as long as you have any class over 60. Then you can easily go back to returning to grinding on lower level. Now, as far as the names of the quests, they are redacted here to avoid any potential chance of spoilers. Now, these side quests are going to be unlocked once patch 5.21 Ishgardian Restoration story quests have been completed. So you can see some side quests that are going to be attached to it. Well, see in quotations. Again, more redaction. Regarding housing, new furnishings have been added, and this is available as long as you have at least 2.0 and 3.0 expansions. And so they also have added new orchestrarian new music rules have been added. The Mandarin Gold Saucer has added new triple triad cards, and as far as miscellaneous, a new emote, the bread emote, it's finally here, has been added. New hairstyles based off the design contest has also been added as well, so you can get some really cool hairstyles. And then if you want to as well, dive into the hairstyle design contest to learn more details about that. So regarding the battle system, players will now receive the power of the Echo in Eden's Gate. This Echo will take effect upon entering Eden's Gate's raids, increasing players' maximum HP, damage dealt, and healing potency by 10%. Unlike other instances, the strength at the Echo will not increase in the event of all party members are incapacitated. So if you've been struggling with the original Eden's Gate, here you go. Now, the Chronicles of New Era quest Uninvited, the cast time for the Red Chocobo's Meteor has been increased. This is massive. I read that, I was like, holy smokes. If anybody remembers that day, it was the day that so many meteors, so many people just randomly dying to try to unlock the Evilise raids for Stormblood. So then we have the following changes that have been made to the battle with Thunder God in the Orbon Monastery. This is kind of huge, guys. So the damage dealt when Shadowblade domes overlap has been reduced. The duration of bleeding debuff by Shadowblade has been reduced. The damage dealt when too few players are standing in the Duskblade circles have been reduced. The potency of the burst attack used by Ice Wolves has been reduced, and the effect of the vulnerability up debuff has been weakened. That's massively reducing that boss as the wall for that raid. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, even Mioni covered it over on his channel. We talked a little bit about kind of the cheesing mechanics for the raids, people really trying to force themselves into the 2.0 raids because they are the fastest and most rewarding. It looks like they're kind of going through and tweaking the other raids to see if they can't reduce that overall pressure when people go into this raid now for the first time, or even if it's been a while. So anyway, new items have been added. That the list will be listed at a further date, and new recipes have been added as recorded with 5.21. Anyway, so Ishgardian restoration time. New areas are now available for restoration. The work with the Merchant's Court has been reached its conclusion, and the Sky Builders now seek to restore the other areas of Ishgard. So after completing the side story quest Towards the Firmament, speak with Augenbert in the Firmament, and while using any class of job level 60 above to experience the latest chapter of the Ishgardian Restoration. Players who've already participated in Ishgardian Restoration will also need to speak to this NPC again to begin the next chapter. The restoration materials to coincide with the updates of the restoration, new materials can now be crafted and submitted. So the Ishgardian Restoration materials from the previous chapter may still be submitted, but the reward amounts have been reduced. The Kupo Fortune has been added. Crafters submitted items to the Ishgardian Restoration can now participate in the Kupo Fortune. So stamps. The Kupo Fortune is a game of chance that can be played by delivering certain items to the Potkin in the Firmament and collecting these stamps on a voucher. Now, once you've collected 5 stamps, you may exchange the voucher for a Kupo Fortune card. You may carry up to 10 fortune cards, and these items that offer stamps vary according to the player's crafter class level. How to play. To play Hand of Kupo Fortune card to Elizabeth in the Firmament. And then upon each card, there are 4 treasure chests depicted by hexagons, 1 on the left and 3 on the right. And you may choose 1 chest to scratch open. The lone chest of the left offers second to the 4th prize, while the 3 chests on the right offer first to 5th. with the 5th being a consolation prize available. The prizes available change each time, and we recommend that you review the prize list before playing. So it looks like you get your your option, your winning option, and percentages here. And yeah, honestly, really excited about this. I think it's just great to see more ways to bring in rewards to the game itself. And obviously, this kind of gives that Wondrous Tales feel. But regardless, anyway. So Gather exclusive content has been added to the Diadem. Gatherers may now travel to the Diadem and collect items using the Ishgardian Restoration Crafter recipes. So the requirement is a Fisher, Botanist, or Miner at level 10. The item level requirement is none. Party size 1 to 8, and you're going to have 180 minutes to complete your goals. Experience points gain. Adjustments have been made to the experience point gain for each item gathered to a certain degree. Even low-level items will grant experience points appropriate to the player's current level. That's pretty interesting. Leveling up, everybody. Special weather conditions. Some items can only be gathered under certain weather conditions. Should such conditions occur, if it is the ideal time to seek out these rare items. Aetherimatic Augur. During forays into the Diadem, you will gain access to the duty action Aetherimatic Augur. We're just going to say cannon. In order to perform this action, you must first increase the cannon's score or store of compressed ether by gathering as a miner or botanist. When you have enough compressed ether, you may extend it to unleash a powerful attack against an enemy. Enemies defeated using the cannon can now yield a wealth of resources. Flot Placent in the Firmament will any inspect items gathered in the Diadem. That I think I'm reading that right. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below. My goodness. Upon inspection, Sky Builder scripts will be rewarded according to the number of items and their type. The inspected items can also be used in Ishgardian Restoration crafting recipes or sold on the market. So it's a double feature here. Fan-freaking-tastic. The resources required to the subcommand has been added to the crafting log. By selecting this subcommand for Ishgardian Restoration recipes, you can now see how many inspected and uninspected materials you have in your possession. Skyward points can now be earned by submitting or inspecting certain Ishgardian Restoration items. Accumulated scores are tallied separately from each disciple of the Hand and Land class and count towards various achievements. Rankings have now been added to the Ishgardian Restoration. For a given period, each player's Skyward points are tallied and listed on the lodestone. The Skyward points earned during the ranking period are known as the seasonal score. Players finishing in high ranks will be eligible for rewards and achievements. This is awesome. This is freaking awesome. Now, the ranking period lasts between the release of 5.21 and March 19th, 2020 at 11 p.m. Seasonal scores are tallied for each class with ranks divided by world and class. To view rankings in-game, speak with Le Devorant in the Firmament, and you can see them listed here. Heck, yes, it's time to get rocking and rolling, guys. Expert recipes are now available for crafters. These recipes are harder to craft, and they are worth more points when submitted to the Ishgardian Restoration. Expert recipes are indicated with an icon in the crafting log. When crafting expert recipes, the condition will not change to excellent or poor. However, in addition to normal and good, the following new conditions may occur: centered, sturdy, and pliant. So centered increases action success rate by 25%, sturdy reduces loss of durability by 50%, and pliant reduces CP costs by 50%. Previous steps of the Ishgardian Restoration can be viewed from the Sky Builder's board in the Firmament under past progress. Information on the Ishgardian Restoration is now displayed in the duty list where you are in the Pillars, Foundation, or the Firmament. For this information display, you must first complete the side quest towards the Firmament. The Sky Builder script items are available for exchange from Ernie in the Firmament, and certain gathering spots no longer available. Gathering spots added in patch 5.11 for Ishgardian Restoration items have been removed. So the parasols, our umbrellas, have been added. By using parasols in your inventory action, you added to the extra section in the actions and traits. The menus will allow your character to hold a parasol. New mounts have been added. You can ride a sheep now. New chocobo bardings have been added. New minions have been added. Finally. All right. And then our dies, new dies have been added. Ruby red, etc. And you guys can see some examples of how they look, and they look fantastic. System changes. New achievements and titles have been added. The achievement for mapping the realm of the Diadem is available once more. The following text commands have been added, and so you can see breakfast and bread, read, and insist. Read, that's awesome. I saw Ethis tweet about that he's really excited. for that one itself. And resolved issues. The following issues have been addressed. An issue wherein Magic DPS Roll, Quest NPC Craig and Tanner appeared in the Crystarium at the Wandering Stairs regardless of quest progress. An issue with the side quest A Ship on His Shoulder, wherein the accept button could not be presented even if the conditions for accepting the quest were not met, causing incorrect information to be displayed. An issue in Cinderdrift, normally extreme, wherein under certain conditions, touching the barrier around the edge of the map would cause the player to be KO'd. An issue with the guild leave, It's a Trap, wherein the object used to complete the leave would appear at a location that cannot be accessed. An issue wherein the following fishing locations could not be used in Central Thanalin, Northern Thanalin, Southern Thanalin, and Lower Nanesia, The Clutch, the Cerulean Field, Burnt Lizard Creek, and Empty Heart. An issue in ocean fishing wherein participating in subsequent instances caused the message, the fish sensed something amiss, perhaps this time try another location to display, preventing the player from catching a fish. An issue in crafting where under certain conditions the effective groundwork was not applied correctly. An issue where required collectability listed on certain collections was incorrect. An issue where the player could not stand in certain sightseeing locations in Ilmeg. An issue wherein under certain circumstances markers did not appear in the minimap. An issue wherein Neo Ishgardian bottoms and fending were not displayed correctly. And an issue on the Mac version wherein clicking a client's title bar sometimes prevented a mouse or keyboard inputs. Other various issues have also been addressed. And known issues, an issue where the Ishgardian restoration wherein under certain circumstances crafters' primary tools are displayed incorrectly during the considered works. An issue in the diadem where it is not possible to cast certain fishing locations. An issue wherein under certain conditions the bread in the eat bread emote is displayed incorrectly. An issue wherein under using the parasol does not prevent the wet effect from being applied to weapons when it is raining. An issue where the Ishgard restoration wherein speaking with liver burnt in the firmament and selecting view my skyward score causes some parts of the window to appear to be displayed incorrectly. An issue wherein the text describing the aetheric auger, the cannon, incorrectly states that the compressed aether can be increased by fishers. Compressed aether can only be increased by miners and botanists. All right, those are the notes, guys. Hopefully you're going to go check out 5.2 or 5.21, excuse me, and have a good time. Hopefully you're having a good time with the update, and as we move to 5.25, in which that we'll see obviously the Blades of Gunhildr. And more coming into the game. That's our relics and all that. So it's going to be fun. Can't wait to hear your thoughts about it. Sound off in the comments below what you're most excited about. And I will talk to you guys in our next video. For Work to Game, my name is Brian. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Sorry for all the mispronunciations and stutters in this video. I guess it's just that kind of day. Anyway, love you. Take care. Bye.